Hey, MarcoRobert here, guys. Thank you so much for checking my channel. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you exactly how to hire an employee after COVID-19. So, how to actually hire an employee after COVID-19? Well, here's the drill. The first thing you need to do, guys, you need to understand that there are three types of employees out there, right? You have what I call an A employee, a B employee, and a C employee. Now, while most people can identify a B employee, most business owners cannot differentiate between an A employee and a C employee. Now, I'm going to tell you why. You see, there's two things that we need to evaluate when we evaluate employees. Number one, we need to evaluate their attitude. Number two, we need to evaluate their performance. But most business owners are so emotional that in many instances, instead of evaluating the performance, they allow the attitude of an employee to prime over their performance. So, it's pretty simple, right? A C employee is someone who's going to have a bad attitude and a bad performance. A B employee is somebody who's going to have an average attitude and average performance. Here's the kicker. An A employee is very often someone who's going to have a superior performance, but a crappy attitude. That's right. See, A employees and C employees both have crappy attitudes. So if you actually look at the quality of an employee simply based on their attitude, a lot of business owners end up firing some of their best employees. So, how do we find those people? Well, the number one thing that you have to do is first you need to get rid of all your C employees. Those are the ones draining the energy of your business, right? And it's almost like a gravitational force. People might start being an A, then they drop down to being a B, and then they become a C, right? In life in general, by the time somebody is a C person, a C employee, there's nothing you can do. So don't even try as a business owner to help those people. Sadly, you don't have the qualifications unless you have some sort of a master degree in industrial psychology or something like that. You don't have the qualifications to help a C person. So if you've identified somebody who has bad performance and a bad attitude, what I like to do is I give them one chance. Right? I take full responsibility for having hired this person, or maybe having allowed that person to become a C person in my company. So I'll just try to maybe, reposition them in the new function. And I'll say, maybe I'll move you here. But I'll give them a week. And most of the time it doesn't work. I just want you to understand, okay? A C person is a C person, is a C person, is a C person. Whether they work in this department or that department or this department, they're usually C people. Okay? So don't waste too much time on C people. Just get rid of them. Your job is to actually make your business successful, you're not a babysitter, you don't run a daycare center. Okay? Let those C people find their ways in life. So how do we find good employees, A and B employees? Well, an A employee is typically someone who is self-motivated. So when I interview people, I'm always looking for kind of hints of people being self-motivated. I'm looking for people who, on their own, they like to read books to grow their life. On their own, they develop hobbies that they actually, they spend a lot of time actually enjoying their own personal hobbies. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be bird watching, it could be traveling, it could be doing puzzles. But there are people who tend to be more passionate about things in life, right? So in the interview process, I always develop a series of questions to help me understand if a person is actually somebody who is passionate and who lives kind of a self-directed life. A B employee is somebody who needs a little bit more guidance. So they typically don't have as much private passions. They don't live a life that is self-directed quite as much, but they're really good people in general. And you'll find that probably 80 to 90% of your employees are going to be B employees. Because if you take a slice of the population out there, you're going to find that about 80 to 90% of people are B people. What does that mean? Well, a B person is someone that will perform really well under clear expectations, under clear parameters, right? An A person is someone that you don't need to give them parameters. All you have to do is say, hey, buddy, this is where we're going. Can you take me there? And then you let them go. So as an employer, when it comes time to hiring people, always try to find A employees, but they're very hard to find, right? So you need to be discerning and you need to be looking for those A employees, because one A employee in your business is going to completely change your business. But also understand that the vast majority of people that you're going to hire are going to be B employees. In other words, it is your job as an employer to actually set the parameters. It is your job to actually create the procedures, to create the checklist, to create the system, to create the training, to create the benchmarks, to create the reporting structure. It's your job to create this framework that will allow your B people to not only perform really well, but sometimes even become what I call an A employee. So that's kind of the process. You know, I call it the heuristic process. It's a model that allows you to make some quick decisions in your business by simply dividing your team of employees into these three groups, an A, B, and C, and actually evaluating who they are based on attitude and performance. And by triangulating all of this data, immediately, probably just watching this video right now, you're probably like, oh my God, I already know these 3 are my A employees, these 15 are my B employees, and then this jackass there is my C guy. Well, get rid of the jackass. Get rid of him right now. And then create a hiring process that's going to help you identify those A people, right? Those A people. And by the way, the reason why most A employees have a bad attitude is because most business owners do not differentiate in the way they interact with their A people, with their B people, and with their C people. See, Charlie, the business owner, comes to work and he brings Charlie, the business owner, in every interaction. Whether he's dealing with Susan, the C person, or whether he's dealing with Tommy, which is a B person, or whether he's dealing with Jim, which is an A person. See, you need to learn to bring a different version of yourself when you're dealing with Jim, the A person. Because Jim does not need you to tell him what to do every 5 minutes. That's probably why Jim has a bad attitude. If you start treating Jim as an equal, if you start treating Tony, the B person, as a subordinate by guiding them, and if you get rid of the Susans, the C people in your organization, my friend, you're going to have an amazing and thriving business after COVID-19. This is Coach Marco, guys. If you like this kind of stuff, please like this video right now, and always remember to subscribe, because I'm going to bring you so much more tips and tricks and secrets. This is the same secrets that my clients pay tons for, when they engage with me. So if you want to find out more about how to hire an employee after COVID-19, just comment below, and I make sure to actually read all the comments, and then I can reply. Or just look me up and find me online. I'm available everywhere, guys. This is Coach MarcoRobert. I'll see you in the next video.